What is going on, guys? Jason here, Jay's Crazy Cutz, coming at you with another video. I'm going to talk about my fuel tanks that I have. I got two 550-gallon fuel tanks, and I bought them sometime last year. I'm going to give you my thoughts on them. And also we're going to talk a little bit about the Saber two-stroke mix-all that I've been using all year. Y'all stay tuned. So this is the stuff I've been using all year. I bought this 1 gallon in January, and it's November 1st now, and as you can see, it is empty. What I've been doing is I got these two bottles right here last year at the GIE. It has samples, and what I've been doing is just basically transferring it from here into here, and I mix this into a 5-gallon can right here, and then I'll transfer it into my 2-gallon jug, which I'll keep with me, and that usually lasts me about a week. So these two little marks right here, I used the Sharpie on that, and this is when it was full when I first got the jug, and I went to see how much came out of the jug with one of these. This is 6.4 ounces. So I pulled 6.4 ounces out and made my mark where it was again, and that way I can measure how many of these bottles I would get out of here. And it came out to like 80 gallons worth of mixed fuel, if I remember right, in January is what I figured. I have one left, and we'll see how long that lasts. We got November and December. We're not going to be using the trimmers that much, but we're definitely going to be using the blowers. So I'm hoping the 5 gallons will cover us for the rest of the year. We'll see. I've also been putting Startron in the mix. I put 1 ounce in here first, and then I'll fill it up. So I guess we'll start up here. This is a manual counter that I ordered with the setup. Basically, whenever it counts, it's going to start, the gallon counter. But usually I always start to 0 because I like to log how much I'm using each fill up in my personal vehicle. And this is the tank I use for my personal vehicles as well as my work truck. This can be hooked up via 12 volt or 110. I have a battery running the two tanks. I don't know if you can see the other one, it's over there. And I just built like a little structure around it to kind of protect it from the elements and out of sight, out of mind a little bit. It's vented right here. It has a little screen so bugs can't get in it. It's got a nozzle just like the with the automatic shut off like you do at the gas stations, which is convenient. Basically, this is what it looks like right here. And the idea behind this is I can drive my rig, my truck and trailer, up, and I can fuel my truck and my equipment on my trailer at the same time without repositioning the vehicle. Right here is basically just a little step where you can get in to fill the tanks. And they also have the gas gauge on them. It's about a half a tank almost, a little over a half. And these are 550 gallon tanks. Right under the step is the battery, and it usually lasts about a week. I usually put a battery charger on it once a week, charge it up for a day, and it's good to go for a week. I bought a solar panel for it, to kind of like a battery maintenance. Little solar panel. Doesn't do a whole lot of good. As you can see, the sun is always on over here, and I just haven't got around to extending the wires to see if that would help any, but I wouldn't recommend that probably. Just put a battery and charge it up every so often. But here's the setup. I think I have like $700 in materials worth of wood, and hardware to build it. And here's the business side of things. We use this tank for the lawn mowers and the stick equipment, the two-stroke equipment. So we're going to fill up today our last 5 gallons of mix oil that I have left. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. That way y'all can see the fuel tank in action. I usually put my oil in first and then my gas. That way it's pre-mixed as I'm adding it in. I don't have to shake it up or nothing. I'm sure everybody does that way. Gallons. I know what y'all thinking, like, man, this dude is still rocking these old Blitz cans. Got a piece of PVC on the end. When he's gonna upgrade? I guess whenever I run out of these old Blitz cans. They ain't failed me yet, so. And all I do is I transfer it into here. I can't do this one-handed, I'm not that strong, so I'll have to prop you up. Let's see. Right. Old school Blitz cans. So I guess you're wondering if it was worth it, spending all the money on these 2 tanks and the structure and everything. I want to say to initially get started with a setup like this, it cost me like $7 grand. Could be wrong on that price. I'm gonna correct it on. I'll put a little subtitle or something showing how much everything cost. I had it on my last video. I'll put a card right here if you want to look at the end of the video. It'll show how much everything cost. But it was worth every penny, whatever it costed. This saves me so much time. I don't have to go to the gas station, wait in lines to get my receipts, wait in lines to pump my gas, moving my vehicle around because they're complaining that I'm in the way with the trailer. It's just always a big fuss. So I finally had enough of that. I said I'm buying my own tanks. I got 8 acres of land. I can put it on, no problems. I can just have it delivered. And another advantage to that is I can get 91 octane non-ethanol, which is what I use, delivered to me. You can't just find that at any gas station. And I think this is the 3rd time we filled it up, these 2 tanks this year. and I think the average cost is like anywhere from $2.30 to $2.50 a gallon at the most. So I think that's pretty good. And another thing, if you buy it in January, the gas prices are usually a lot lower. So the first quarter or first third of the year, you you don't have to spend as much money, because you spend it all up front at the beginning of the year. When summer comes around, they hike the gas prices, and you don't have to pay that because you already got your gas. And around here in Louisiana, we got hurricanes that show up, and it's good to have that gas on hand whenever they start running out, because everybody's rushing to gas stations and getting their generator fuel and all of that. So totally worth it. If I recommend it, it's a good investment if you have the property to put it on. If you don't like live in a subdivision, if you live like on a main highway where you can kind of keep it away, the gas tanks away from your house and stuff, I definitely recommend doing it. Anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about the gas tanks. I had a few people ask me about it, and shout out to Ben. I'm sure he'll appreciate this video. He loves my gas tanks at Acme Mowing. So y'all take it light.